Welcome to the 30 gang. This is Patrick. It is cold here, folks. Very cold. We had a high of 13 degrees Fahrenheit today. Wow. But we're going to heat it up. This is the 30. We do this each and every Thursday, where we feature some dynamic guests. If you are watching us live or watching us in replay, make sure that you hit that comment box and give us some comments or send us some questions. Tonight is a very special night. Last week, I'm telling you, this year has started off with some awesome guests. We had our first broadcast for 2022 was Jennifer Lake of Goodwill. And then last week we had a dynamic person, a young man that's doing his thing, BJ Smith. And he was great. Everything went well, and there were a lot of people viewing not only live but also in replay. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different. I've invited a special guest, and we're going to be talking about what's new for 22. What are you doing that is new for 2022? So we're going to be talking about that. So hold tight. I am going to bring my guests in shortly. So let's do this. Let's get it started. So what is new for 2022? I want to thank you for being here. If this is your first time viewing the 30, again, we do this every Thursday, and we do it live. All right, we're streaming live to Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as YouTube, and you can also catch it in replay. If you miss any of our previous broadcasts, make sure you drop over to YouTube and watch our channel under the Jackman Group LLC. Take a look there. We have all of our previous broadcasts. We are going on now. April will be 2 years that we are streaming live from on behalf of the Jackman Group. But the 30, we started off with Pause Break 30 initially. Then we changed it, switched it up, and went with the 30. So 2 years in April. But here is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring my special guest in. Some of you know her. She's known for Miss Tika Talks. She's known as the Dashboard Queen. She is known as producer extraordinaire. She's also known as a great friend of mine and a great coach. So none other than Sabrina Tika. Sabrina, how are you? Welcome to the 30 again.
Hello. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for
Welcome.
having me, Patrick.
Oh, not a problem. Welcome. Those that don't know you, Sabrina, give them a brief overview of who you are and what you do. I try to set it up, but I don't think I can do it justice. So
Uh,
tell our viewers who you are and what you do that is so special.
so, like Patrick said, I'm Sabrina Tika, and my husband and I own a business called OpEx Consulting Services. We originally, in our corporate lives, are IT geeks, came from the software development area. My husband still does that. And I've had many sort of reinventions of my life, and three specific areas that I have worked in the software industry, in the interior design industry, and in the marketing industry. And today I bring those three disciplines to the digital space because space is a space. So whether it be digital or physical, a lot of the same rules apply.
There we go. Cool. Now, I said in my intro that you do a lot of digital pieces in this virtual space, right? Dashboards, you do all of our dashboards, and you do dashboards for a lot more people. What is a dashboard first and foremost? Tell our viewers what that
So,
is.
because we are in this digital space, doing things like events, conferences, you can think of the dashboard as your virtual venue. So, if you go to a hotel, you'll have a room and you would know where to find, your handouts, your this, that, and the other, and who to speak to, and different things like that. So, we try to simulate that. And how does one do that in the virtual space, in the digital world, instead of having to go to find a bunch of links in your email? We actually have everything in one place, which we call the dashboard or the virtual venue.
Hmm.
And that's where a participant will come and find, how do I join the Zoom, or how do I join StreamYard, or how do I join WebEx? Do I need a handout? Where is that handout? Where's a help desk? Different aspects depending on the complexity of the event. Sometimes we have concurrent things going on when we have education conferences. So they would need to know, at this particular time, I'm supposed to be in room A or room B or room C. We simulate all of that in the digital space and show them just, on the dashboard, where do I join that particular presentation or talk, whatever, whatever's happening.
Cool. Good. And you do a fantastic job with them.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
thank you. Now, our topic tonight, Sabrina, is what's new for 22, right? So, what is Sabrina Tika and her company doing that's new for 2022?
So for 2022, it's going to be a year of, I think, leverage and collaboration and commitment. Um, so we always have a stretch goal. That's always a personal stretch goal. Like, how can I uh, do more in less time? So a lot of automations. I'm trying to see what I can automate so I don't have to babysit it and have my time in that particular thing. So automations for a couple of different sequences is happening. How can I collaborate with other people that I have a certain skill set that can complement what they do and vice versa. So I'm either upstream or downstream where, they need me before they need you or after they need you.
Hmm.
So trying to find more of those. And one of the things that I do, which is a tip for anybody, is think about maybe 10 to 15 people. The ideal number is to get to 100, but we have to start small, that your services, can enhance, can be the next step, the next solution to whatever, wherever you left off. So, for example, if somebody is doing a virtual event, let's
Hmm.
say it's an event planner, but they don't understand the technology part of it, that's where we collaborate. So, either doing the Zoom producing, the facilitation, or building the dashboard, because I have that skill set, they have a different skill set.
Sure.
So, that's where we're going. And I am building and designing a new service, a new course, a new offering um, that has to do with designing moments that matter.
Hmm.
Moments that matter is all about, how do I form a deeper connection and a memory point with the people that I'm interacting with online. Because it's harder when it's online. I can't go and give them a hug or, shake their hand or whatever. So, how do I build moments that matter so that they'll remember me?
Got
They'll
it.
remember our business. They'll remember our interaction so that they can, they can feel heard, seen, a part of. So that's something that I'm designing at the moment, and I'm beta testing it with with a couple of different people.
Cool. So you're
Yes,
doing
you
three
bet.
things, three new things in 2022. Automation, right? You're extending collaboration, and now this new design. So those are three. Wow, those are
Thank, thank
three.
goodness there's 4 quarters. So
Oh,
I'm
so you
tackling
got
one quarter.
so you got to have one more per with one more for the fourth quarter. So you go
The other one
what?
is to clean up.
Okay, all right, all right. So automation. So which one is first? The automation
So
piece.
right now, it's actually right now they're going all three at a time,
Okay.
only because I have the bandwidth to do that. But come February, um, automations will take center stage.
Hmm.
And the second one is actually the course,
Okay.
because I would love to do a 3-day event.
Sure.
Um, I'm I have to work up the courage for that one. I'm thinking of a 1 day first, but my coach is telling me no, it has to be a 3-day.
Three
So
day.
we're sort of battling with that one. But I do have a lot of content, so I can do a 3-day, because it does take a lot of design to really be intentional about how you find the moments and how you design the moments, or how you make them memorable. So
Awesome. If you have any comments or questions for Sabrina, drop them in the comments box and she'll be happy to answer that. Or if you require her services, automation, dashboards, if you'd like to collaborate with her, make sure that you drop them in the comments, and later on she'll put her comments, well, her information, her contact information in the comments field. Now, one of the things that you are also doing that you started, is it 2 years or 1 year ago, is Tika Talks. 2 years now, and you started that. You brought that back last week. What is
yes,
going on with that?
yes. So in June 2020, I started Tika Talks every Friday,
Hmm.
and it was to really learn more about the virtual space, and how do we function in this space, how do we um, do events, how many different questions. And so we had guests that would come on with their expertise and talk about different aspects of virtual events. um, the whole idea was for people to have a place to come and sit and chat, because we're all in lockdown and we felt the need to have some sort of connection. So while it was educational, it was also building a community, like building the village, because it takes a village for us to really thrive in life. And that was really my whole goal for that, is to learn and to make people feel like they have a community online that can go to. This is why I do it as a meeting type of um, event, as opposed to a broadcast type of event.
Hmm.
Um, and that's where I met Patrick and many other very good friends, um, and colleagues and coworkers, and so that's what Tika Talks is all about. And we'll put a link in there. Anybody is welcome to come.
And you
This
have a session that's coming up on this Friday. If someone
Yes,
wants to know about writing a book, I'll just
yes.
share that here.
So if you have a book in your head, which I know a lot of people do, Ellie is a publisher, an attorney, a nonprofit. She started a nonprofit. She's written many, many books. She'll walk us through how should we start thinking about how could we get that out of our head and into the world. So I'm excited about that. Come join us if you want to learn a couple of steps on, how you can get that started.
Awesome. Good, good, good. Yeah, I know I am there on Fridays whenever possible. So Tika Talks is a fantastic community. So is there anything else that is new for 2022?
I think I covered a lot, Patrick.
Okay.
I want to
I-
ask you about 2022.
Let's see. Well, we're not doing much. We're just busy. We're just busy and productive. But one of the main things, as you know, is we are going to do the master class. And for those that don't know who I am, so I have 25 years plus of in the learning and development field, training and managing trainers, and then the last wow, this January 25th will be 11 years that I said 10 last week, but it's actually 11 years that the Jackman Group LLC uh, was founded and was launched. So this January 25th will be our 11th year anniversary. So we're doing something special. When we talk about what's new, this is it. I feel compelled to really give back and lend my expertise to those that are in a training field. So whether you're a trainer or facilitator or instructor, or even as a coach, um, if you, we will have that on the first one, the master class. We'll have a couple of them, but the first master class is on the 25th. That is a Tuesday. That's next week.
Yes,
Holy mackerel.
that is next week. This month is going by very quickly. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm excited about that because again, it's about giving back. It's about lending where someone helped me. It's about helping others to take their skill set to the next level. So we're going to talk about the 4 things every successful trainer must know.
Yes, yes. Can you give us a preview of what one or two of those things might be?
Well,
Just
sure,
a quick,
sure.
a quick, a quick thing. You have to come to the master class to learn some
Of
more
course you got
about
to come to the master class, but one of them deals with how do you handle difficult people,
That's a very important one for
right?
sure.
How do you handle individuals in your training that may become difficult? I'll
Yeah.
also talk about another one. I'll give you some advice in that. How do you turn some of your training sessions into other opportunities?
Yeah. Oh, that's huge because right now, with all the online learning going on, it's important for us as coaches and teachers to um, to really do this as effectively as we can.
Mhm.
So I do think it's very timely that you're doing this, train the trainer, and especially online, right?
Yeah, I'm
We
excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. It's an opportunity. I really, um, as you know, I battle with should I or shouldn't I, right? And you push me down the road.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're 10, there are 4 distinct things that we hope that you will walk away with is what does it take to become a great trainer? The second one would be what are the strategies to overcome some of the obstacles in your training program? And the third one would be what are the critical principles of effective training? And then the last one, as I said, what are ways to turn your training into an opportunity? So those are the 4 things that we hope that you will take away as a result of attending. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure because there's always there's always so much that's changing, and you've been doing a lot of this in the virtual space as well.
right.
So having some of those strategies of how that might be slightly different than in person, what are some of those little pivots would definitely be very valuable for sure. What other things that do you have on your your goals for 2022?
Well, that goes hand in hand with the goal is really to help people, right? Is to help others. So that's number one. How the overarching goal is how can I best serve others. Uh,
Mhm.
that's the goal for 2022. It's not new, but it's more reinforced and enhanced in 2022. How can I best serve? As you know, and some of our viewers know, I'm the founder and principal of the Jackman Group LLC, and we do leadership development, training, team enhancement, business coaching, and strategic planning. So those are some of the things that we do. We also work with clients as far as sales and training. So this year, we're going to look to further enhance what we currently do. So we've learned over the years how to do both in person, and in the last 2 years, how to make it more effective from a virtual standpoint.
Mm.
So we're going to take it to the next step. And Erica just put up here, she just commented, my word for 2022 is collaboration. So thanks,
Absolutely.
Erica. Absolutely. So we are going to be talking more about this. How can we collaborate with others like yourself, like with Erica and
Mm.
others in the community? How can we collaborate and serve you to help take your work and your business and your endeavors to the next level?
Definitely. Hi, Erica. Nice to see you here. And Erica says that those four is really great for a book as well. So
Oh wow! So
we,
so
we
now
will
you're putting me on
we will
blast now, huh?
we will
Now
give
you're
it
putting me
a
on blast for a book. I
we'll put
didn't
you on
put
first
that.
quarter goal.
Maybe that's
First
a
quarter
stretch
goal.
goal.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, right now in the knowledge commerce world, everything is there's so much online training. And I think COVID has accelerated that path.
Mhm.
It's always been there, but I think COVID has shown that a lot of things can be done online, and it's accelerated that trajectory for actually doing online learning. But another point that's really critical, I think, is think about how many people you can reach.
Mm.
Whereas if you wrote only a book without the hand in hand online course, whatever it is that you can take them deeper,
Mhm.
not everybody has access to this book.
Right.
Anybody with an internet has access really to the course.
Right.
So it's like
Sure.
leaving a bigger, I think that's uh, having a greater impact. So I think it's really critical that all of us leave our legacy, leave our impact, help somebody else by putting your stuff online.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
My
and you're going to show them how to help do it in a more in a in a successful um in a way that helps the learner to learn and not be bored by the online, how you do this online.
yeah. Yeah. My dear wife says I agree. I'm not sure what she's agreeing to, but she says
That
I
you should write
agree.
the book.
Uh,
It's definitely
and then Erica,
collaboration
yep, Erica
and
says
online
again,
learning.
yes, COVID created more online learning for me. And Eldelisa, she says, well said. I totally agree. And I thought she was my friend, but obviously I'm gonna have to rethink this because she says I agree. You
Book.
need to write the book.
Well, you see, that's going to be the book will be the textbook to the class. So think about it that way
Well,
eventually.
you will tell
Yeah.
me how to get there
One,
because
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll do that.
but this is good. So if you are in the viewing audience and you want to tell us what's new with you for 2022, drop that in the comments field right now and just tell us what's new for 2022. So go ahead and do that. But I'm going to share here. Sabrina, let me bring this up here. And this is the art of training. So this is the free masterclass that I referenced. The art of training, the 4 things every successful trainer must know. So again, whether you are training, whether you are instructing, facilitating, even if you're a coach, these are things that you need to know to take it to the next step. All right. So make sure that I'm going to put the link up. Make sure that you get out there, register, because the first one is going to be on Tuesday. So there is the link that is on Tuesday. Make sure that you register, and we will talk about those 4 things. Our goal is to raise the bar, give you the information that's necessary to raise the bar, to take you to the next level. Let's see here. Erica says, download the free ebook and get 20% off of the masterclass. See, you guys are trying to put me in trouble here.
That's another one, Erica.
Thanks, Erica.
For second quarter.
You guys are trying to put me in trouble.
And anyone that's that needs a few tips on writing that book, you can register for Tika Talks this week on Friday. We actually have an expert. She's written many books. She also has a publishing house. She is also an attorney that will give you a couple of steps to get that book out of your head. So
there you go. And this is it here. This is Tika Talks. And again, Sabrina, what time is it on Friday?
It's 5 o'clock Eastern.
5 o'clock. 5 to 6, right?
Eastern. Yeah.
5 to 6 on Friday. Make sure that you are there for Tika Talks. It's a fantastic community. I've met some great friends. I believe it or not, I did not know Sabrina up until about 2 years ago, right? When we were on lockdown.
Tika Talks, right?
Yeah, and then Tika Talks, and then I met so many wonderful people at Tika Talks that will be friends for life.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you're there. The link is up for Sabrina and Tika Talks. And I know you had Erica on once, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm going to give you the link I'm going to give you the connection for Lisa, because you need to have her, because she just wrote her first book last year. Yeah.
Lovely. Congratulations.
So make sure that I'm going to connect you to, and maybe she could be a speaker.
Absolutely.
At Tika
It's all
Talks.
about learning and sharing and growing together,
Absolutely.
We're growing together. Absolutely.
Yes, we are. So Sabrina, anything else that you want to close with? Tell our audience, our viewers.
What I want to say is that I'll say this one thing: don't die with your song still in you. Whatever it is that you want to do it. It's progress, not perfection, like we say. And it is time for us to be bold, because this is the only moment that we have.
Yeah.
So make a decision in this moment to be bold.
I like that. Say that again. Don't die
with your song still in you.
With your song still in your heart. Wow, that is deep. Yeah, I agree, Elisa. It is. I love that. That is fantastic, because so many of us, we have so many dreams and goals, and we never really step out, right? We keep them, and then we regret it as we get old. I should have, could have, would have. Why not do it right now? This is the perfect time to just do what you desire, what has always been a passion or even a purpose of yours. Just do it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it.
Absolutely. Just do what you feel called to do.
Yeah.
If you feel called to do something, you have to do it. You have to do it regardless of, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just take a few steps to get it going. Yes, we only have this moment. That's why life is lived in moments.
Yeah.
Life is lived in moments. How are we going to live the next few moments? How are we going to live the moments in 2022?
All
So,
right. So what's new in 22? We just touched on a couple. Remember Sabrina, you can contact her. She'll put her contact information in the chat. Make sure that you do that. She is looking for this year. She'll be focused on collaboration. She'll be focused on automation, right? And then she'll be focused on a new project she's working on for 2022. For us, for me, I'm going to be focused on helping others, serving others, and it starts with the masterclass, the art of training, where I'll touch on the four things that every successful trainer must have. So make sure I will drop that link in the chat. Make sure that you register. The first class is on Tuesday, so make sure that you register, and then we'll also see you hopefully Friday for Tika Talks.
awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
Sabrina.
Patrick. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so very much. We will chat pretty soon. All right. All right. So I was talking to Sabrina Tika. I love what she said. Don't die with your song still in your heart or still in you. That is so fantastic. So if something is in you, make sure this is the year that you can bring it out. And we want to help you. We want to, whether it is it is right in that book. Maybe that's she prophesied, right? So I'll have to pray on that one. But join me for the art of training. We'll talk about four things that every successful trainer must know. So join me then. I am going to put that link back up for you. There it is. Make sure that you go and sign up, and we will see you on Tuesday for the class. But then I'll also see you next Thursday for another episode of the 30. So until then, be safe, be safe, be safe. May God bless you and your family. We'll see you next week.